Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're here doing another Lash with Me tutorial video. I'm going to show you how I got this amazing classic set. I recommend classics, you guys already know this, on any client who has a lot of natural lashes because the more full the natural lashes are on the client, the more full the set is going to look. If your client for some reason does not have a significant amount of lashes and they want something natural, do a soft volume on them. Do not do just a straight classic set because it's not going to turn out how they want it to be. So this client has a significant amount of natural lashes. She wants something not too full, but also more like that mascara look. So we're going classic. And because her natural lashes don't have a significant change in the way they naturally flow, I am doing 13/15s on her. I'm doing 13s more in the inner corners and then 15s on all her longer lashes. And then any of the small lashes I see throughout her lash line will get a 13. So I really customize every single set to each client to make sure that it fits them specifically. So if you struggle with styling, mapping, anything like that, I have an entire ebook on how to map and style your clients, and I will link it in the description down below. Check it out if you're struggling at all, because this is really the significant part of lashing. Being able to create a set that looks different on every single client but fits them the right way. So this is one thing in lashing that you must master, and it is styling. Okay, you cannot throw the same cat eye, map, or doll eye on every client. You have to really style them so that the sets come out and look perfect. Okay, so here I'm isolating. Now you can see she has really thick, straight natural lashes, which honestly, you guys, this is the easiest natural lashes to lash. She doesn't have a bunch of crisscross. They're just very like there for me. And so it makes lashing on her a lot easier. And so we appreciate these clients here because look at how easy it is to isolate. Okay, now I'll say this once and I will continue to say it till the day I die. You guys, when you are classic lashing, you have to make sure that your placement is perfect. Do not allow your lashes to fall because you'll see that in the end result. So always try to have the extension flow in the way that the natural lash does. And again, the straighter and more stiff the natural lash is, the easier it is to apply a classic lash. But you have to get this part down because this is how your classic sets will turn out really, really perfectly. If the lashes are falling, okay, or not placed on correctly, then you're going to see that at the end. So you have to work on your placement and make sure that they are completely straight. You see how it's tilted here? Just hold it. Keep holding it. And you guys, I know my nails look insanely crazy in this video. Don't look at them, okay? We're just gonna ignore those. There, I got too much glue on my extension, so I just took some off. Here, I'm removing one because I don't like the way that it's placed. Always perfect your work, you guys, okay? Especially in classic lashes because you notice every detail. Now you see these little ones here. These are the ones that I'm placing the 13s on and I'm correcting it. Now my adhesive wasn't drying as fast as I would like it to, so I did go in and put on Glue Mate. If you have not used Glue Mate or don't know what it is a curing solution, okay? It is going to speed up your adhesive. So if you lash in an environment that you can't control, Glue Mate will make your glue work no matter what environment you're in. So Glue Mate is literally my saving grace. I have it and use it every single time I lash. It also helps with retention, and it's the best product literally ever. So I'll put it in the bio. Here I'm separating some lashes that got stuck together, okay? This will happen especially if your glue isn't drying quick enough for you. So I was experiencing a little bit of this issue, and we're just gonna pull them apart gently. You don't wanna hurt your client, so make sure you're doing it slowly. If that happens, just put a new one on, you guys. Not that big of a deal. Here we're just going to get it completely off, and sometimes you do have to take both off, and that's okay. This is the process of lashing, and then we just replace it, and it's a simple fix. This, using the glue mate, is going to help eliminate that from happening. I also like to jump around the eye. Clients will often ask me, like, do you just do one eye at a time? And I do, okay? Because I like to focus on one eye, or else I just get overwhelmed, and I don't like that feeling. So I do one eye at a time, and I jump around the eye because I don't want to do too much in one area, because I don't want to deal with stickies. I don't want to deal with lashes sticking together. Now, I will say, you guys, that if you're a new lash artist here or experienced lash artist, then you know this, but when you are talking with your client, you can see here that like me and her are having a conversation pretty much this entire set. And if you're a new lash artist, and even for experienced lash artists, it can be harder to lash because there's a lot of movement going on. And so placement can be affected here when there's a lot of talking, because your eye moves when you talk. There's a lot of flickering, there's just a lot of movement. And so it can affect the way that the extension lays on the natural lash if you don't get it on there perfectly. So I always suggest not speaking with your clients, having them kind of go to sleep. This was a brand new client for me, so the first time is always like more conversation. Normally I don't have a lot of conversations with my clients for those reasons. Here in the inner corner, you can see that she's not talking, and so it's a lot easier to apply these, okay? Now I am using our tape, and I like to tape down this section because it allows me to pull all her inner corner natural lashes out, and I can lash this area a lot quicker. It also helps visually when you don't have to see the entire lash line. You can just focus in on this tiny area and what needs to be done. And if your brain works like my brain, then you like to work in sections. It's less overwhelming, and it just allows you to see things for what they are instead of, especially for new lash artists, the lash line is very overwhelming to look at. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of layers, there's a lot of lashes, it can be overwhelming, and so sectioning helps tremendously, okay? So I definitely consider trying this technique if you haven't. Make sure you do detack your tape so that it doesn't pull out any of the natural or any of the extensions you've put on. And inner corner is the most important part of the set, in my opinion. You guys, this is truly what makes the set come together. So make sure that you're lashing all of these inner corner lashes, because it's going to take your set from 90 to 100 or 85 to 100. This area, without this being lashed completely, you're gonna notice this significantly at the end of the set. So lash as many in the inner corner as possible. Use your tape to help pull out those lashes. I suggest doing this last after you've completed the entire eye. Excuse me. Because you can remove the iPad and place just tape underneath, and then not have to worry about the rest of the eye, having to retape it and fix it. So this section I always do last. I do midsection, outer corner, and then I work just on the inner corner, and that's how I complete my sets, and I take my time. This set took me about 2.5 hours. And I don't look at the time, you guys. I don't track my time. I just lash my client until she is completely full. That is my goal. So this is the end. I didn't film the other eye, you guys, because that's repetitive. You don't need to see it. Here is what we're working with. I'm going to seal her lashes here because it's so important to seal your client's lashes our glue dries from the inside out. So we have to seal our lashes to lock that glue in from the outside in, and just seal it in, have great retention, help those that glue bond completely. They do not have to wait the 24 hours to get their lashes wet. And this just completes the set, okay? And when you do this, I want you to take note of something, okay? Because when you apply a sealant, a bond, or anything like that, it will cause the extensions to kind of stick together, okay? So what I like to do is seal them up, dry their lashes, and then I'll actually go through with my tweezers and just not remove, but just undetach any extensions that stuck together because of the sealant. Okay, and when you do this, obviously you want to be really careful and try not to have them pop off. So you want to do it as slowly as possible, okay? And just dry them good before they open their eyes. Make sure that sealant is completely dry. And this is the very last step of service. Now you can use a nano mister or a bonder. However, I recommend a sealant, and of course I'm using Seal the Deal, which I will link all of these products in the description down below, along with the map that we used on her, the diameter, the curl, and the lash trays. So if you guys need them, you guys can recreate this set. This is the before. She has beautiful almond-shaped eyes, and this is the after. And this set turned out so cute on her. I'm literally obsessed, you guys. Make sure you guys give me a follow and a thumbs up, and I'll be back next week with another tutorial.